statements, getting out,
Sorry, I
doing.
started recording. It sounded too good, Danielle. I had to start recording.
And just before we do that, Teresa, just so you know, we can hear you because you're not muted,
Oh,
doll.
I'll mute her. I got it. She's at work, so there you go. She's muted. Anyway, it just sounded too good. I'm like, I gotta record this.
Oh wait, I'm seeing low battery. Give me 1 second. I gotta grab my charger. Sorry.
Okay. It's okay. So yeah, Danielle, speaking about that vision statement, I wasn't expecting to be talking about that. And now it's like, oh, we're just being called out right now.
Well, you know what? I started mine, but I got to be honest with you guys. I'm actually terrified.
Yeah.
And everybody that I speak to, or, I hear all the time, you're just so authentic. And I got to tell you, like, I'm terrified to do this because, well, firstly, when I watched Danielle's, I sobbed. There were several that I watched, thinking, I don't really know what to say. I don't really know what to do. And then I'm like, every person was so authentic and genuine that I ended up, even though I don't know these people, I was watching them and I had to stop because I was sobbing. And then my eyes were red, so I couldn't do it. Yeah. And so I was just like, oh my gosh, So anyway, I'm really struggling, but and the other thing that happened when I started watching was I realized at first I was like, oh, I think I'd be happy if I was doing, 20,000 a month and I was this and I was that. And then I was watching everybody and I was thinking, I don't think my goals are big enough. Like, I don't think that I'm living my life to my potential. And it really made me evaluate that in many aspects of my life. To be honest, I think I play small. It's like, I'll just wing it.
You autopilot, and then we all end up back in the same old habits and the same old thought patterns, and then our mindset never changes. And then next year we're at the same thing, and you keep doing the same thing, you're gonna get. It's very scary, Jane. Like, you know me, I'm not one to get out there. And I mean, I sat and cried while I did the video. I don't know how many times. You can actually, it was so therapeutic and so cleansing. And then when I got done and I did it, it was rewarding. But also I look back and I think, now I think I want a little bit this, or you start to fine tune it, which is okay. And then as you fine tune it, you get more clear on your mission statement, your vision statement, what you want for yourself, for your family, your finances, your health, all of those areas. And I'll tell you, I've posted the video. I came across it today on Instagram of John Wadsworth. I don't know if you guys watched it.
I did watch it.
Amazing CEO. I mean, he is truly a visionary. I mean, he's done this stuff his whole life, and that's why he's where he's at, right? So you want to tap into the people that are where you would love to see your life, or that you aspire to be more like, right? Because this year is about becoming better version of ourselves. And when I watched that this morning, and then I saw how, all the things, because it was hard to think, what am I good at? Like, that was my what in the world am I good at? What are my attributes? What are my weaknesses? What are my strengths? And when you really hone in on it, and the way he spelled it out, because I put the example, what he said, it really helps, to just hone in on just 3 things that you want to improve in your life, or 3 things that you see as a weakness, which really can become your strength and superpower, right? So, and it's hard to pick these things out, but I think his template was pretty good and it helped a lot. But and being on that call with John Wadsworth, I'll tell you, on that private Zoom, everyone here, if you want to really succeed and be noticed in the company and make your partner co-business a huge success, then you want to be on that Zoom. Well, you do not want to miss that Zoom, because you're having a chance to sit down with the founder and CEO of Partner Co, who has generated like billions in his business, right? So I'm excited about it. It was nerve-wracking. but it's so rewarding, and there is no wrong. Like Jane, you said too, like when you go on and watch everyone's, and don't watch them all, because I started doing that, and then I'm like doing that compare thing. And
I
oh, and I'm like, I didn't watch,
know.
I still want to go and watch everybody's, but I couldn't watch them because then I was comparing myself, and you just have to do it from your heart and through God. Like I just said a prayer and thought, well, God's just gonna work through me and what I really, really want in life, and it's just gonna pour out of me. And I'll tell you, when I was writing it, I was bawling. I was bawling my eyes out. It's powerful. And what a way to start the new year, because you're going to start the, whatever your vision is, you're going to then read this to yourself every single day, and you're going to watch back the video. I mean, look what Cindy's was like. That was,
I didn't see her. I didn't see hers.
You didn't see hers from 2017? Oh, you guys, you have to go back and watch.
I seen hers. I
In
seen hers. I
2007.
seen her on that Zoom when she did it, and I did compare. I was like, oh,
It is so powerful. Like what she did 2017 was this vision statement, and where she is today, and how, like how much she's transformed her life and changed her. It's so powerful. And that's where this all originated from, you guys, because that's where they started. It was just James and them starting this little thing. Now it's like company wide, and John Wadsworth is looking at us like, wow, this is powerful. This is so powerful. And so to see where we're all going to be in a year from now after doing this, and not only that, we're going to hear each other's hearts, and we're going to know each other on a different level, and it's going to create that bond. Because I know, Robin, you always talk about creating, the connection and the bonds, and, getting everyone around the campfire and keeping everyone close and getting to know each other's hearts and dreams. I mean, that is what that's the glue. That's the glue of what you're building, of what we're all building. And so to be able to do that, and this is the tool to do it. And this is really bringing people to, and people feel like, okay, I'm saying this and I'm going to do it. I'm going to stick to it and just see what happens, and there's some amazing big dreams in there, and visions. So everybody, please tell me, everybody raise your hand and say, I solemnly swear.
Solemnly swear to do the do. This is do the do, and I will not back down from this.
This is for my highest and best good. And this is my future self. This is only a Dear Diary entry to my future self, and how far we're all going to come in a year from now. And it's going to be powerful. And we're going to have a huge celebration at the end of the year. And then we have next year's diary journal, right? But I think this kind of stuff is what catapults our businesses and our lives in all areas. So that's, to me, the most exciting thing. And I will pop in the link to, whenever you start the chat, Robin, I'll pop in the link for anybody that didn't see the live that Cindy did with James, because wow, that is, Jane, I don't know who else didn't see it, but you will cry your eyes out, and you will have a whole new respect, not just for this, but for Cindy McKnight. And I mean, what she put herself out there, and she really started this, it's a movement now. So it's powerful.
Anyway, goosebumps, and that is my sign.
I know.
We are doing this. We are doing this. It's
talking about. I just know that this, I can feel it. This is just so much more. But that's my excitement, I think. And then starting the new year, getting on that Zoom with John Wadsworth, and really tuning into his energy and being part of Partner Co. at a whole new level. Getting to all the events. I think the Destin event, we're doing a huge drive to Destin. So and the power of events, because if you haven't been to a Partner Co. event, I know Robin, you have been there, Jane, to get to Destin, which is a beautiful place to be anyway, but to get there for second week of February, with all of us, it is going to be a powerful way to launch your year and your business too, and just get to, get to know corporate, get to know John Wadsworth. He'll come sit down with you, and Darren Zobrist. I mean, they are amazing. When you hear from them and see them and feel the energy and hear from their hearts, and just hear all the stories and the success, and from health to financial freedom and all the things that Partner Co is really all about, other than the amazing products too, of course. But you're just going to have a whole new zest for your business. You're going to have a zest for your life, and you're going to have a connection and bond. And I feel it's unbreakable bonds that we're building. So that is important, and getting to, any and all events, whatever's in your area. I know Canada's got a lot of stuff going on, but all over you'll see pop up kind of drop talks they're doing, or drop connect events. So if you look in your area or want to know, where, getting on these IPA calls. I know, Robin, you were on this morning, right? So Jay, are you on too? I don't even know. I missed the beginning of it, but yeah, the IPA calls are powerful. And I have people, like, I started signing to and asking people, can you please take notes? Because we can't record them. I know that this morning they had a special thing was recorded, but we can't record them, unfortunately. I know it's a conflict for people, but we, because of income claims and health claims, right? So I started asking people, hey, if you're going to be on it, can you just take some good notes? And so everybody's getting involved in that, and whoever wants to share their notes, I think it's powerful for the people that, can't be on it. And then they don't feel left out. And we also learn more when we take notes, right? So it sticks in our minds. So I started doing that. And then next Friday is going to be my first weekly Zoom call at 1:00 p.m. Eastern. And you are all welcome to that. I know it'll be right after your call, right? So I'm going to start doing this with Donna. We are firing up a weekly, we're calling it Power Up call, where we're going to go over all the promos. We're going to go over strategies. We're going to go over the boards and things like that, stuff that's going, we're going to do Q&A, and we're going to do some mindset coaching. So that's going to be Fridays at 1. And then we'll have different guest speakers and stuff we're going to do. So I'm excited for that. So put that on your calendar. And then
Eastern time,
1 p.m. Eastern. So it'll be right after this, because you go till about 1, right?
Yeah, we're 9:00 Pacific Standard Time. So I'm just clarifying.
Yeah. So it'll be 10.
10. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so that's going on. And then what else? Just this big challenge coming up, the 28-day challenge. And I just think that by sharing, our goals and visions and celebrating more wins, we want to do that too on the call. And then having each one of you be part of that, is so important. Come in with your questions, come in with your celebrations, just like they do on the IPA call. We're going to kind of even recap the IPA call too, some good nuggets and stuff to share, business building tips, but also to celebrate our team, and the wins that we're all having, and anybody that, had a breakthrough, or anybody that has a great idea, how many got you a customer or got you a brand partner or something, so we're going to start doing that.
Awesome. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Can we maybe just go over a little bit about the challenge and kind of just any updates of what you would suggest us to push? Because Jane and I were discussing possibly putting out a flyer for everyone, for the team. They talked about it on the IPA, getting a flyer, putting our picture on it, and inviting towards a Zoom, possibly to talk about the challenge. So we were talking about maybe putting together a Zoom for Sunday. And this would be for not just business partners, but for customers, for people who are just interested in doing the challenge, could all come into the Zoom on Sunday. And then we play that recording of what the doctor talked about on the IPA this morning, if we can get that recording, and just for that. But we want to really utilize this weekend to kind of help launch into this challenge that's coming. So just if you can add a little bit of detail around that.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I actually did not see that Zoom that you're talking about. I need to see that. I missed that this morning.
Okay.
It should be, they're pretty quick at put, but I think that's a great idea to do a Zoom and, you know, get people excited and ready to go. I know they did did you see the Zoom they did? Partner Co. USA, everything is on there from, I think I posted it for you guys, but it goes over, you know, each week they're going to, I think it's on Tuesdays.
Mondays.
Monday.
Mondays, I think is what it was. They were gonna do, they have a schedule, and I did take some
Yeah.
screenshots of the slides, so I can pop them into our new conversation for anyone who's doing them. So I did take screenshots, because they're gonna have, each Monday, there's going to be basically a segment with like either the doctor or
Right.
whoever, to kind of walk us through that journey and keep the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think it would be, everybody should definitely do their before and afters and submit it to the thing, because to be part of the challenge, and also you don't know, you could be recognized, you know, and you could be able to use that for your business. So no matter what your fitness level or how you feel or whatever, just do it. And you know, just like own it and jump all in and do this 28 days, and just really do it for yourself, you know. But I think that's going to be powerful, and the more people that tune into that, and actually do the challenge. So
I think you're right, Danielle. I think that they are giving us the tools. They're giving us the support. All we have to do is plug in. And it's funny that you say that, because we can look at all different reasons and use them as excuses to not do things. Like, I didn't want to go to the gym this morning, but I did. And one of the things that the personal trainer said, because I'm intimidated being in the gym, she said, just own it. Just own it. Like,
yep.
Nobody's looking at you. Nobody's judging. We're all in the same place. Just own it. And so everybody is where they are. So it doesn't matter where, what you think of yourself. That's your own judgment.
Yeah.
But just own it. And so I am going to do all these things. I don't want to. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't want to. I am squirming in my skin, but I'm going to do it. And it may look polished, but I'm going to tell y'all right now, I'm going to be vomiting afterwards.
this year,
maybe before too.
This is the year, everyone, to just do it. Like, just own it, claim it, do it. Yeah. Definitely. We all have muffin tops, so you know.
Yeah, exactly.
A muffin
but,
top.
the thing that I love about this, actually, Danielle, is is that they have so many categories for this, that they really are not focused just on the weight loss. Mm-hmm. You don't have to be focused on that. It can be just your own personal goal, like just getting up and going to the gym every day. And, even if you don't see a change in your picture, document your story. And so I love that they've taken it away from
just weight loss,
just a weight loss thing, because it's about fitness. It's about being healthy. So there are so many different ways in which you can actually just plug into this. So I think it's brilliant what they've done, honestly.
Yeah. They've really thought it through. And it's not just about appearance.
And it's not even, we're not even competing against the men, ladies, because we are different. So what I loved about it is we actually can just compete with other women, and men can compete with the men because they're different than we are.
Exactly. Isn't that the truth?
Yes, very happy to hear that.
Yeah. So I laughed, but I was joyful, because I was like, you know what? That's so awesome that they have separated that category, right? Like, really made it so that we can be
made it the way it's supposed to be.
Right?
That's not fair.
I wasn't
gonna say that. Yeah. Anyone on here? But
Yeah, you know, I mean, honestly, I think
Women
that,
are men are men, and it would be like me competing against my husband. And men lose it so much faster than
right,
women.
Yeah.
So completely different genetics. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, it's good. Yeah. And I don't want to be like in a line with like all these dudes and like there's us,
Yeah.
right? But yeah, it's awesome. I think they thought it all out. I love corporate, and that's the other reason too to get to like Destin, because you can get to really meet corporate and hear from them and see how much they really care about us, and they're there for open ideas. I did have a call with corporate the other week. It was very exciting. I was talking with Katie Holt Larson, and they listened to me, and I put in for a health wellness pack that they are working on for getting them into doctor's office, physician's office. It's gonna be like a kit, like kind of probably like we don't have the details, but like a 30 pack, and it's gonna have like the brochures and the whole kit, so you can go into a wellness center and be able to present this, and they'll be able to set up with ease. So we discussed that. So I'm excited that they're going to be working on that. I don't know when, but I know that they are working on it. And that way we can be able to brand, even for salons, Robin, it'd be
I was
great.
gonna say, can we put a salon kit in there?
For everything.
Yeah.
So
Stores, anything people walk into where it's easy to just get them information and
and
your work
set up.
Mhm.
Say, here's like a little tent or whatever, pop up, or that kind of stuff, get people set up. So that's something that's in the works that I'm really excited about, because with Dave's office and people like you, Robin, have a salon, or I know Jane, a lot of chiropractors, and you have a big network like that. So bringing it into holistic centers, it's just going to be easier, because these doctors and busy people don't want to the biggest thing is they don't want to add one more thing to their plate, and this is going to make it easy to do it. So hopefully that will come soon. I don't know when, but
Yeah.
that was.
I do have a question. Because I'm not the technical person, so when we're doing our template, we record the video and then we upload it onto the site, or what do we do?
Yeah, you write it out, you're like your diary entry, and just you can go live if you want, if you're brave, or you can just record it on your phone and then you just upload it like the video. Yeah, record it on your normally, and then just upload it. That's what I did. I just recorded it and uploaded it, and then it will prove it in the Revolution.
Jane, can you put that link in our Dream Makers of the template? Because I don't know where the template's at.
Yeah, I have
You
to
got
remember
that template.
I just did it in my group.
Okay.
Roll up.
Okay.
You'll see it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably where I got it from. It might have been in a post on the. Actually, I think it might have been the post in the Facebook page, the US Partner Club Facebook page. I think at the
That's
bottom.
what
I don't think that was. You mean for the
template. Yeah, for the it's
Cindy,
template.
that was Revolution Partners, and it was also in James's Warrior Movement. But I did put it in my group.
That's good. I'll just bring it from yours and grab
Yeah,
it.
I'll bump it
Yeah.
down.
So is there any advice that you would recommend for the challenge? Any tips?
For which challenge?
The January challenge that we're doing with the weight
January
loss.
challenge.
Wait. Definitely track your progress. Keep a diary. Like what you were saying, Jane's saying, it could be the littlest thing, like you got a good night's sleep, or you notice you don't have inflammation, or you're waking up with more energy, or you have less brain fog, or you just feel your clothes are fitting looser. I mean, any little win, like non-scale victories, are just as important. So sometimes we don't notice them, so you want to kind of see where you're at now, and then definitely journal it. And journaling, like doing every day and how you feel. You know, maybe it's the first time you've been in the gym and, you know, a year or whatever.
The
You know,
one
just
thing that I don't know,
work.
Danielle, is can we go into all of the categories, or do we have to pick one? Because if you're going into the weight loss, they're going to give a word a day, so you have to put the word on top of your scale to take a picture of the scale to show when you started. So your day starts, your 28 days starts from that day. So they're going to have a word for the day. So if you don't get it on Monday, then you'll get it on Tuesday and you put that on the scale. But I guess my question also is, what if you wanted to do that, but also you wanted to do the non-scale victory as well? Like, can you go into different categories? Sorry, I gotta take this, but
I would say do it all. I don't see why we can't do all of that. Because I think it all goes hand in hand, and I don't know if could be entered. I don't actually know how they're going to choose that, but I would say do it all.
I would
I don't
think
think,
that you should be able to do whatever ones you want. Like,
yeah,
as many as you
do
want.
whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
just do what your main focus is and goal is. Some people, you know, and you'll have both, you know, weight loss and inches lost and non-scale victories. You can have them.
specifically with the challenge, like, so they've already done a video if we haven't already watched it. So they've done the pantry clean out, they've
Yep.
suggested snacks. Dr. Crystal Vance was very like, it's 28 days. I'm going to pull the doctor card. So don't eat the Oreo cookie. Because if you do, it takes 3 days to reset your body. Don't eat the motherfucking Oreo cookie. And
Biggest
so,
thing people will first week is going to be sugar crashes. You know, we've all been eating, you know, sweets and treats and stuff. So now is the time, like this weekend, really, you should be cutting out the sugar right now.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
no more more sugars, no more. Sugar's the hardest thing. And then by Monday, if you do it now, by Monday, you're going to start feeling better.
If you do it now, you'll have the headache tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bad when we were away. I ate really bad, and I've had such a headache this week. So, like and I know it must be from, I don't know, either chemtrails or sugar. The two.
Chem fog. It's chem fog.
It's chem for both. Oh, no.
Yeah.
So that's kind of great tips for people who are utilizing the challenge. So from a promoter standpoint, since all of us in here are doing the business and this is being recorded, you're like the queen of marketing on social media. So I just want you to share some of your tips of how you plan on promoting for this challenge to bring in.
I am working on some graphics for us all. So I did just change, if you saw the Drop Revolution cover, which I changed that, but I'm calling it the Drop Revolution Challenge, just because we really want to funnel people into the Drop Revolution. I think that's key. I know that they're going to be doing everything in the Partner Co USA. I do believe that Cindy and Lindsay have figured out technology where they're going to, I think they're going to live stream it in there. I'm not 100% sure, but we did talk about that. But I would just be sure to I'm going to start putting in some recipes and do our own meal plan, you know, and into addition with that, and just kind of help people, you know. I was going to actually post a question, like what people are, like the biggest, toughest areas for people, you know, like that they're working on. But I'm just going to kind of mix it up, but get people in the Drop Revolution. I would start, you know, doing stories, doing graphics, keep doing your 2 posts a day. I think that's so important, and expanding your network, and just, you know, letting people know about this challenge. I know Monday, if not today, I don't even know, but I think Monday, Cindy and Lindsay are going to have a whole new thing they're going to be launching. So we'll have some new scripts. I'm not sure what they're doing. I don't even have any clue about that yet, but I just know them, that they'll be doing something for Drop Revolution, and you
The
know,
board's out.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure they. So, but I'm going to work on graphics. I've been kind of trying. We're also doing this Drive for Destin, so we're going to start a new challenge group for that. They're going to announce that too. But yeah, as far as this, I would just use, you know, some of the graphics too that Partner Co has, but getting people into the challenge. You can create your own smart link. I don't know if you know this. If you go into your website and go to create a smart link, you can create it for this challenge. So that when you send that link out, it has your name and everything. Like they'll see the whole challenge on there, how to submit, they can order the drops. So I don't know if you guys knew that, but that's, yeah. So you can create if you go, you put it in the, you know, create the smart link like you normally do, and you can do it exactly for this link.
So they have something to pick from that will create the smart link utilizing the drop challenge.
Yes.
Okay.
Drop challenge link, but it gets people to the site, and then it gets people to order their drops if they haven't, or if you're stocked up and you want to send them. I mean, I would just run this weekend and just try to get as many people, even people that are existing customers and maybe they fell off or existing, because everybody got crazy over the holidays. I'd reconnect with everybody, just reach out and say, hey, Happy New Year. Just wondering how you've been. And, you know, what a crazy holiday. Hope you, whatever. And just say, we're having this, have you heard we're having this incredible challenge and I can't wait for it. I'd love to add you to it. Is it something that you know, would love to start up again? You know, something along those lines. That's kind of what I haven't written out exactly. I mean, each person's different, but I haven't written out anything, but that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. And just make sure that challenge and get them registered, get them to do their before pictures and after.
Okay.
You know,
when you do your graphics, where are you placing them in the Telegram thread that everyone has?
that's not a Telegram channel. No. So I'm going to place it. I'm going to put it in my group, and I'll put it in all our chats. I mean, in our chat groups.
So we'll need to forward those then.
Yeah, you can forward them.
Well, we're going to add her to the we're going to create.
I'll put them in the Revolution Partners too, so that they're in there, since a lot of people maybe don't look at the chats.
Trying to make sure people have an ability to access in case something gets missed and not passed on or however. So are we utilizing that Telegram thread anymore for graphics?
I don't know. I haven't seen anything in a couple weeks. So the girl that normally does it, I don't know. I haven't. I check it periodically. I did check it the other day, and there hasn't been anything posted. So I'm just gonna create some. Yeah, I'm just gonna create some stuff. I'll tell you that there's some great videos if you guys want to go on to Instagram and follow John Wadsworth if you're not already. Follow Darren Zobrist, and then also Partner Co, because there's some great videos that you can just download and you can use them in your stories. You can use parts of them. You don't have to use the whole thing. Parts of what he said, I think, is powerful. And also, if you download even part of the challenge, you can use parts of that as well, and just put that in your stories and get people, you know, interacting, and just get them into the group, and then let them know, you know, hey, you can do this challenge with us for free, but I really recommend the drops.
Yeah. Maybe we should do our Zoom Saturday, Jane. Maybe we should shoot for Saturdays, because I don't know. I mean, some people who are interested will not have time to get the drops to start in time. What do we do about them?
I would have them just start anyway and tell them their drops are on their
order. Yeah.
Yeah, just get them ordered and say it's okay.
Let's get you registered, and we'll get them ordered today.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter, like if someone comes in a week from now, just even getting them started and registered, and then they can follow along. They're going to get more excited doing the drops, because they're going to be watching the videos with the doctors. They're going to learn what these drops are all about, and then they're just going to be even more excited to start. So
okay.
Danielle, one of the biggest gaps that I think people have and that you're really good at is, with your Fit Gourmet recipes and stuff. I wonder if we could look at doing some space where they could, like, you probably already have this, just so that everyone else would know where to find it, where they could do like a weekly plan. Like, this is your, I'm sure you have this somewhere. This is your list of things to get. These are your meal plans. These are suggested things for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because most people only do their shop once a week or on the weekend. So if there was kind of a laid out, 3 or 4 day plan, even to get them a couple of days, so that, because it looks like most of the stuff is like fresh. So if we did it in kind of a grouping of this is your 3 day plan, and this is your next 3 day plan, or whatever, but a couple of days, or a place where they can at least go in and see that, because I'm a visual, right?
So there's two things. One, we do have the guide, which has everything in it. It's already made for us. But then I do have 7-day plans that are in the already in there. I am working on one for this that I'll launch on Monday. Maybe I'll actually launch it this weekend if people want to shop. But I don't have a shop.
Thinking, just because you're so good with that, like, even if you had the 7-day plan and we had it up this weekend, then that.
I don't know about the shopping list. I've tried doing that, and I don't know. I might have to hire AI for that or something. I don't know. But I've tried doing that. That's more challenging. I mean, I can anyway, but somebody else requested that too.
So yeah, well, just because people that's the gap. Like, you have so much knowledge in that department, and I feel like I am only realizing this because when I walk into the gym, I'm intimidated. And so I feel like the one thing that people get stuck on is, okay, well, I want to make this, but it's something I haven't made before. So what is it that I need? And then they think, oh, well, I'll just substitute with this, and maybe it's not the right thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to be a make work project, but I feel like we're looking at how do we get people, like, how do we.
Well, I hear you. Some people have requested that. I'll see if I can figure out an easy way to do it. I don't know. But I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Easier. Just
because you have that skill, and a lot of people don't.
Extra me or somebody to.
Can you AI clone yourself?
Maybe you can help me with that. I mean, yeah, I see that, and I mean,
we're happy to help. We're happy to help because we appreciate
with our guide, the little guide, so that does for that, and but yeah, in the recipe book and stuff, it's not. So, yeah, I won't probably do 3 days, but I'm going to do a 7-day.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, I didn't want to just assume you'd do 7 days in advance for us, but if you could, that'd be great.
And there is going to be a Fit Gourmet section in the Drop Revolution. There is one now, but there's nothing in it. So I need to put the stuff in there, but I do want to have, like, I'm working on a cookbook, another, my own cookbook, but I do want to have in there like the meal plan, and then the recipe and the picture and the whole thing. So it all works together, but that's going to take some time to do. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do we have any questions at all before we wrap this up?
Yeah. Any questions, ladies? Anybody?
I have lots of questions, but I'm going to have to probably go, and I've been very disconnected. I'll be honest with you. I don't even know half of what you're talking about.
That's okay. That's what this is about. Is that it's all reconnected.
What's your biggest question?
Well, like you were talking about the pages that Jane was showing in a video, and then you're talking about the challenge, and so I'm like, I got to get updated on what's all going on here.
Yeah. The first thing to work on, Denise, honestly, is work on, and everybody here, work on your vision statement. And once you start that, I'll find that and bump it to the top, and everybody can look at that. It's powerful, and that will get you on the Zoom with John Wadsworth, and it's just going to get your mindset where you want to go into the new year, and it's powerful. So, and it's not easy, but it's so rewarding. So that I would just start there. Everything
Okay.
else corporate really has done. I mean, I'm doing extra stuff for the drop revolution, but in all honesty, I don't even need to do all the other stuff because it is done. I just want to make it more personal for our group. So I'm going to work on that for us, but
I'll be honest with you. I started to watch, it probably was one of those videos, and I don't even know who it was talking, but they started out, they said their name and then they said their income. And it just made me like, this is just talking about how much they can make. And so I
Yeah,
didn't watch
you know,
it.
and that was one of those videos, Denise,
yeah,
but it was a future of this is what they
Yeah.
envisioned for the
So-
potential
So
of what
see, I
could
didn't know it
happen.
was an envision. I thought they were just bragging about what they make.
No.
Yeah, I
I'm
had-
like,
I had people, it's funny because I had some people write on there, congratulations. I'm like, no, it didn't happen yet, but thank you. It will.
and that's people like me that just we're just not connected, so we're not knowing what's happening. And
Yeah. Yeah.
the holiday season, I just totally just checked out.
I mean,
And that's okay, Denise. That's totally okay. That's why we're just doing this connection Zoom. That's why we do this, is so that we
Yep.
can bring us all back close to the fire. And
maybe that
Nice.
is going to, people are watching and thinking, wow, this happened. Maybe this could happen for me. And so,
Yeah.
That's the one thing I will tell you. One of the things that happened to me yesterday was I actually had someone who replied to the message for the machine email, and someone from the Revolution Partners, they signed it, the Revolution Partners, emailed my customer back. She had been in the testimony group and saw that everybody was losing like 12 pounds a week. And she was like, I had this expectation. And she didn't lose that. In 3 weeks, she had gained 1.5 pounds. So she stopped and reached back out to the email for the machine and said, I have not seen the results that you are saying in your group. I'm going to send these drops back. And whoever replied to them said, you know, reach out to Jane Moffitt, blah, 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 blah. And she didn't. And she thought she was dealing with customer support. And they said, if you're really, truly unhappy, we'll send you your money back, 100% guaranteed. So she waited and then never heard anything. And so she reached out to me yesterday and said, I'm really disappointed. I guess I need your help. Customer support has ghosted me, blah, 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 blah. So I started to dig a little deeper and I said, well, can you just, that's very, I'm surprised by that, but send me the email. So as I talked to her, I started to tell her my story again. And I said, do you remember when you started the drops? And I said to you, my first month was a little bit of a roller coaster. And my second month was a little bit different. And then my third month is where I really started to see, you know, the changes. And, you know, I said, like, I'm like 7.5 months in now, you know, and this is what I'm seeing. And she's like, your story should be on that page because they set the bar up here and I achieved it down. Like I wasn't getting what I saw. And I said, you know, it's really not about weight loss. It's more about balancing your hormones. And as a result, all of these other things happen. Like you're sleeping better. I'm not waking up soaking wet in the night, blah, blah, blah. So I tell her all this stuff. So it turns out she decides she's like, well, if that's the case, then I guess I'll try. But I dumped my drops down the sink. So because they told me in the email I didn't have to send it back. So yesterday, she ordered a 4-pack. I said to her, I will cover your membership to get the discount off. So, but you need to commit to yourself for the next 3 months. So she ordered 4-pack and she's in. And so, you know, but I think that it's important so one thing is I need to be more diligent in being vocal with my story, because when people understand that, yes, maybe this person had a 12-pound loss in 3 days, but they also had very different hormone levels than what I have. So, so we all have to be more diligent in sharing our personal stories, because that's how we get this diversity within the group. So we have a huge number of people that celebrate the fact that they've had this weight loss, but we also need to really commit to ourselves, I think, to say, you know what, mine is a non-scale victory, but it's still a victory, right? Because we have to put those in to have people understand and set the expectation a little different.
Courage in the drop revolution, and everybody, we have all kinds of stories in there, from non-scale,
Yeah.
Scale victories, but everyone in here should be putting their testimonial in there. And this is, as you bring your customers in, your potential partners and customers, they're going to see you. And the more that you, even if you post a picture of you with, the shake or the noni or your whatever, it doesn't always have to be the drops, and or a picture of yourself and sharing either non-scale victory, or you can do your before and anything. Just get your face in there, get your name in there, and let your customers and brand partners see you participating, because that's your marketing platform too. So the more that you put yourself in there and put yourself out there, the more your people, and as you drive people in there, they're going to be like, oh, there she is. And, it's going to create, more trust and more belief in what you're representing.
Yeah.
Sure.
The other thing, the next time you're talking to Cindy, maybe because I didn't know that was happening with my customers. So maybe if the machine is going to send a reply, or someone's going to send a reply and say Revolution Partners, maybe they could look at either sending a message, because it did tag my name in it. So I don't know if it was just the AI technology that I don't know what happened there. It could have very well been just the machine reply, which is what I kind of said. But if there was a way to send an email so that I actually am aware that my customer has reached back out to the machine, and when they reply to her, it should come to me, or there should be some sort of smoke signal sent so that
I've never heard that or anybody say that. I don't know them to do that. I would bring it up with her if you want. I've never heard that, though, that they have reached back to somebody, but yeah, I would just bring it up to her. But I would let everybody know, and I do let everybody know, this is not corporate, this drop revolution.
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with corporate. And if you have any questions or anything, you come to me, and that's the way it should always be, right?
Yeah. And I did say that, although sometimes people just hear what they want.
Listen, yeah, and they think they're gonna, but I think I've even responded back. I don't think I've ever got a response. So I don't know. That's news to me. Not to say, they wouldn't obviously they did do that. Yeah. But I'm an autoresponder. I don't know. It could be an autoresponder saying, like, an AI thing, like you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I wondered.
I don't know.
Well, really quick, I'm going to go ahead and close out the recording. I'm going to say thank you so much, Danielle, for being here, even with us much longer than 20 minutes. We appreciate your time and guidance and support and leadership. And I'm going to go ahead and close this recording out, and then we could chat for a few minutes, and we are heading at the end of our Zoom Campfire chat hour Zoom. So